All right, welcome to another edition of Rico and Eddie with podcast not to be named yet. I'm your host, Eddie, and unfortunately my birthday was yesterday, and I gave Rico too many shots, and so he doesn't wake up usually after noon anyways, but now when he's wasted, he's not going to wake up till probably 1 or 2. But I have a special guest with me virtually trying this out with our equipment is I have Willie motherfucking Joe. Say hi, Willie.
What's up?
Yeah, actually sound not too bad there. So you're at work over in Kansas. We know you don't like leaving anywhere too far. So you know what? I said, you know what? Let me add my cousin onto this and virtually, and I know that he'd be willing to do something. So appreciate you doing last minute here. Now, again, Willie, you missed out on a great party. We at my house had some pizza, had some fun little edibles, and had some good drinks. Had a bunch of liquor that I just got from the weekend, and so too bad it was kind of a little last minute, I know, but it was fun. So hopefully you'll take me out for lunch sometime.
Yeah, I could do that. It's just you live kind of far, so that's the reasons I don't like to drive. I don't like to drive at night, so I don't usually drive.
Yeah, that's true. It is pretty far, but
I know I want to cuss my ass off, but I'm at the office, so I can't really cuss too much.
You can say fiddlesticks, and you can use other words on there, but. Yeah, because you weren't able to. I mean, the hate was strong. People liked your episode. You're on here, so I was like, you know what? Let's get my cousin on here. But we'll go through this, and then we'll have some a little bit of fun here. But it'll be a shorter episode, which is good. I'm going on a flight to New York here in a few hours, so I wanted to knock this all out. But talk about last week, Willie. You fell to fucking tank. And you didn't just lose by like 5; you lost by almost 30 points.
Well, he had one player that really dominated.
Here's the deal: he had Hollywood Brown had 20 points. He had Dallas Goedert tight end give him 26. He had Bijan Robinson give him 35, and then he had Jalen Hurts give him 39. So he did have more than just one. Right. The problem is you only had your best player was Bryce Young from Carolina, and Robinson at 20. Everyone else was almost single digits. I don't think that's going to stay that way. I just think you did have a lot of. Justin Jefferson was on a bye. You have Rashee Rice finally coming back, but you have a lot of people who hit the injury bug or just didn't catch anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Having Jefferson on a bye did kind of sting, but Robinson did come through for me. It was Cortland Sutton who just sucked.
I know. So, it's weird that he's been, like, Denver is like, is that real? 13-11? How the fuck?
It's crazy. It was a crazy score, and it was a really sad game to watch when you woke up at 8:30 to watch a good game.
Yeah.
It really was a shitty game.
It was, and we were like, dude, like, if you're going to do that bad, just lose. Let the Jets beat you, man. It's ridiculous. Everyone in the division won, so kind of was ridiculous. But, yeah, so, again, here's the deal. You didn't lose to, like, a contender. You lost to one of the worst teams in the league. Now, how is there any type of, like, team meetings you do after that, or do you just, like, chalk it up and just say, hey, guys, we've lost this one?
We just chalk it up, say we lost. Here's the thing is we are going to get Lamar back here after this bye week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're getting Rashee Rice back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, the only thing is like your running backs is probably what's your least, but when you add your receivers, Jefferson, Rashee, and Lamar Jackson, your team goes back to being like back. One of the guys that are doing scoring a shitload of points. So, which, again, for me, last week I won a 126.93 over Joe C. With Fuck You Smoke. The interesting part about it is that all my guys came back from bye. I'm still having trouble trying to figure out what I'm going to use for my flex. I'm just not picking the right flex. I'm winning, but like I had Josh Downs or Combudi, right, from New England. He's getting 26 points. So I'm just like, I keep changing out these players, but whichever one I'm picking is like not working. So It just kind of gives me that. I'm glad I played Joe C. I went to 5-1. You're 5-1, and we also see Dane over here. When we saw that score, Willie, 164 points to 71 over Tez. Tez team is a pretender. I don't think he's gonna go to the playoffs. Do you? Like, I don't think all he has is Josh Allen. Like, everyone else on his team is honestly trash, right? Like, don't you see that when you look at his team? Like, he has Puka, but, you know.
Tez is a very sad team outside of Josh Allen, who, in my opinion, is playing for a shitty Bills team right now.
Yeah.
But I think they get back on track after this bye. Again, what his biggest loss is going to be, Puka. Is he going to come back? Is he going to come back healthy? And is he going to come back doing what he was doing pre-injury? Because pre-injury, he was top 3 receiver.
Yeah.
You lose a top 3 receiver, I don't know how you're going to be. And he's getting Scary Terry back, but Scary Terry sucked this whole year, so find out.
Yeah.
Definitely a pretender in my book.
Yeah, and he played Dane. Dane 164 points. Dane, his bench is over here giving him 65 points, and he only had 2 people on his bench playing, or 3, and he had almost more points than Tez had total, which is crazy. But he does have a good bench. He's looking good. Dane is just slowly but surely. He's not wanting to talk crap. I think he doesn't want to put himself in a bad position, right? He doesn't want that karma, so he's just kind of sitting there doing his thing. One of the games that was interesting that we talked about yesterday at the man cave was Rico and Big Al Wallace. Only about 4 points, 4.4 points, where Big Al beat Rico. Rico goes to 2-4. Maybe that's why he's not here. He's just drinking his sorrows away. And Allen was 4-2. Patrick Mahomes. It's interesting. Patrick Mahomes had 52, but Saquon Barkley has been pretty shitty lately. I did see a trade that he tried to trade Saquon Barkley, Willie, to Dane for I always say his last name wrong. Devon Achane. Ashan. Achan, right. Achan, sorry. I always want to say his name wrong. He wanted him, and I think, I forgot there was another one, some other running back or 2 running backs for that, and looked at that, and I was like, yeah, no, you're not going to trade. Like, without Tyreek there, I mean, the running game is going to just get hopefully better and better for Miami, and he's going to just keep scoring. So he declined that trade, but it was interesting seeing Big Al over here trying to trade a Saquon. Think about that. Who would think about ever trading a Saquon? But now people are looking at it.
Well, he can trade me Saquon. I'll give him Janty. All day, every day.
We might have to put that on the line there. He might actually do it. And you know what will happen is right when he does it, it'll be stupid because then that's how you got Jefferson. When we talked, Willie, you did say, hey, I'm just going to wait for trades until later. Like, you want desperation, right?
Yes, I'm waiting for desperation. Definitely.
We did have Joseph playing JP. the everyone now has a win. Cousin Joe or Broseph actually won.
Well, Thomas doesn't have a win yet.
Oh yeah, he's about to go 0-7. He's playing Dane. He's gonna suck.
David Thomas, you suck, man. I don't know what happened to you, man.
Dude, I don't know. It's what happens when you live in the country, man.
He
he forgets football. He used to be a football player, but I think he just forgot how to play.
I think he likes rodeos better than he likes football nowadays. I don't know why.
That is true. They did have like a Where's Waldo Tristan edition, or not Thomas edition at the fair. So he's always smiling there, man. Like I think he's that Dave Chappelle. He doesn't know that he's black. He's a blind black guy. Somebody needs to tell him, man, dude, that is not your shadow. That is your skin color, bro.
What is he? He's the mayor of agency.
Is he? Yeah, I mean, he's over there, fucking over there, digging holes and shit. Oh man, he does. He does he does the train tracks. I mean, he is literally like the definition of country. So, Also, but yeah, he did beat JP. They're both Joe's 1-5, JP's 1-4-1 because of the tie. But both of those teams are pretty terrible. They're scoring 100. Their average is like 100 points in a league that a quarterback can give you 50.
Well, this week I got Josie. I plan to
destroy
beat
his
him
ass
pretty bad. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Oh yeah. We just, you it's like whenever you're doing when you're looking for a defense, you always look at the one that used to always play like the Browns. So we've won actually fantasy together by doing that. Like, oh wait, they're playing the worst team in the league. We're gonna go with that person.
Well, in our other league. Just get off this league. In our other league, remember there was a time me and you talked about going with strictly tight ends. I think that this might work this year.
Well, that one we did do really bad that year. we did. The receivers though are getting a lot of points though. They're still getting 20 or 30, right? I don't see a lot of. Tight ends though are getting like. When I look at it, yeah. They are getting. A lot. You think that's just because defenses are just lazy?
I just think some of these tight ends are becoming more receiver-like, meaning like Ferguson. He averages like 7 catches a game. So in a PPR league, he is killing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, they're not throwing up zeros. So, we have receivers that are throwing up ones or twos, which is crazy.
Well, like I said, Cortland Sutton, 1 catch, 18 yards. You get 2 points, 2.8 points for that dude, which sucks. So,
yeah, I might have to look at that for my flex. A flex would be a perfect position for a second tight end, though.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, yeah, so you're not getting, you're at least getting some targets, especially if they're averaging like 6 to 8 targets a game, which they are. I think you're onto something there.
Yeah, they are.
Because if I look at the tight end, Trey McBride, if I look at this, Trey McBride, Arizona, 21 points. Let's look at because Haight destroyed Thomas, 171 to 123. If we look at here, Sam Laporta, 16 points. Michael Pitts didn't do great, but still 5 points there, so a few yards. Let's look at Darren Waller, almost 10 there. Tyron Warren, almost 20 points, 18.3. Yours did 9, which is still reasonable. 26 for Dallas Goedert. Yeah, I think you're onto something, cousin. I think you were on.
Yeah.
That a majority of the players, like there's onesie-twosies, but like Zach Ertz, 16 points. And these are all people who started. Trey McBride, 22. Jake Ferguson, 12. Tucker Kraft, 12. Yeah, they are outperforming receivers. I'd like to kind of see that as look at cousin. Coming with the knowledge. Coming with the deep knowledge on this shit.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I know. You're looking at the data which you use for gambling.
I actually want to cuss and speak loud, but I'm in an office environment, so I got to keep it tame.
Mm-hmm. So
people are looking at me right now like, what is this dude talking about?
So we have, I'm going to have you pick some games here. Again, this is a smaller episode because, again, my birthday was yesterday. Rico is passed out, so I'm trying to see if he can respond.
You need to get your shit together. Rico, get your shit together.
I know. So first one up, I'm going to go through right from left to right. I can't pick my team, but it is me. It is the Super Bowl, Super Bowl last year's, what do you call it? Repeat or, coming back for it, where I'm playing Caden, Paper Champ. It has me predicted 141 to 139. This looks like a really close score. He has Drake May, who's been killing it lately. I have Jared Goff, who's been doing well. I got to find out if Mike Evans is going to do well. But I do have, I think, the 2 best running back combos in our league with Jonathan Taylor and Josh Jacobs. They're averaging me like 60 points each combined. So, but I'm just kind of wondering, when you look at that, he has Jalen Warren, Pickens, Keenan Allen. He has Crosby. Krosky, sorry. I want to call him Crosby. I have the Packers D as Panthers, Buckner versus McLaughlin. Who do you think is What's your prediction on this? And then remember, you also have always a lock of the week. But what do you see on this?
Well,
I can't pick that, but
based on what I'm looking at,
yeah,
your biggest problem is Mike Evans. I don't know if he's healthy or not. I am going to have to go with Paper Champs.
Well,
Just
the reason
based
why I'm
on
thinking about, here's the deal.
eligibility.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison is the guy, but he had a concussion, so I don't know if he'll play. But I do have Josh Downs, who's been doing well, and I do have Rashid, who's been doing really well. But I just got to figure out who I'm going to play, right? So, but it's going to be close. So you got Paper Champ in there, so you have him coming back and beating me, losing the Super Bowl, but beat me in the regular season. So he's like the Bills against the Chiefs sometimes, right? Winning the regular season, losing the playoffs.
He is exactly what his name is. He is a Paper Champ.
Yeah, didn't you give him that name? Because you say, hey, you're nothing but a paper champ?
Yes, I did.
Because you came back, I think, and won that Super Bowl. Right? Wasn't that that year that you did
have a history. Yeah, me and him have a pretty long history of why his name is Paper Champ. I mean, there was a time where he should have won a Super Bowl, and I kind of talked him out of starting Cam Newton, and he started Alex Smith, and he lost the Super Bowl because of that.
Oh, man. Were you playing him that Super Bowl, too, or no?
I can't remember. I just remember he had Cam Newton.
And you were like, no, Alex Smith.
Yeah, I was like, go with Alex Smith. And for some reason, he really did. It cost them the league.
Fucking Willie over here, ruining lives.
That.
Well, you'll give that on there. The next one is of Ashton Jackson, you versus fuck you, Smoke. Willie, he is predicted to only get 88 points, okay? Yeah, let's just say.
I can't pick.
You can pick yourself. I mean, it has his chance already at 20%, which is probably one of the worst percentages ever for the game to start. But there is a bye. He has a bye, a flex position. He has two guys on bye. His bench, he does have some items in there, but Bucky Irving is out. He has no running backs, so he has to actually pick up a running back this week. He doesn't have a flex.
If you're starting any Tennessee players, you're probably going to lose. Just let me put that out there. If you're starting anybody for the Titans, you're going to lose.
You are true. You are correct.
And he has two of them, so that's a double whammy.
Man, you know what? I'm going to take this. This is a lock of the week. There is a this is this is my lock of the week. I usually try to go up things that are close, but I'm going to tell you this. I haven't done this, but this is one where it just needs to be a lock of the week. If this was a suicide pool, everybody would be picking you. I don't think that the percentage would even be sometimes it's 99.999%, but one person didn't do it. You are, this is 100% of the time. It shows probability, but the probability should say no fucking chance.
Well, this is why Josie is gonna donate every year. Is you're gonna invite me to golf and then tell me I can't golf?
And
you know what?
No way! Did he really do that?
So your money is now my money, Joe.
Dude,
anytime you do anything with me, your money is my money.
Dude, tell me about that story. You got to tell us that story. We need to hear this.
He was just asking people on the chat line, hey, you want to golf? I responded first, hey, I'm in. And then he responds back after all these scrubs, say, yeah, we'll golf. And then he's like, hey, you're the odd man out, even though I was the first one to basically volunteer. So, Josie, from here on out, your money is my money.
Damn.
And thank you for that. And you can't say nothing about it because you a bitch.
I love he said it all live. Joey called you a bitch if you couldn't hear him.
Yeah, you definitely is. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up that he would do that because, if you ask somebody, throw it out the line. Then if you're not going to do it that way, then send it to, individuals directly, right? Don't put it out there.
Yeah.
And then have people show, and then you're like, odd man. No. Well, then, or say, hey, I have an opportunity here. I have some other feelers out if you want to do that. But he didn't do that. He went out and said, hey, I have some spot. You say yes. And on the line, it's first come, first serve, just like when I give away all that alcohol. It's hey, whoever shows up, you get it, right? He's just jealous of you, dude. Like, at the end of the day,
he lost
jelly,
credibility with me. Yeah, he lost credibility with me from that point on. Now he is an outsider. He used to be on the inside, but now he's an outsider.
Yeah, ever since, man, that sometimes can be a fireable offense. He might turn into the Tennessee Titans. He might turn into a Red and get kicked out.
I mean,
Your word, man, your word.
We might have to kick him out of the league like we did Red.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, you call him Red Junior.
Red Junior, what do you?
Red Junior. The other one is JP versus Dorsey. The JP's team is not doing very well, but he has, let's see, it's on his bench. He has Chubb, Mason, Luther, Burton. He has Jalen Torbert, Matthew Golden. Oh man, it does have him.
He's a tight end. He doesn't even have a tight end.
He does not have a tight end. So a tight end is going to be, and since they have been playing well, people already picked up all the tight ends, and early on, people were getting a bunch of tight ends. So I would say that he's going to have trouble there. Smoke at 130. He is going to. I think he's going to win. Like, this is not going to be. I think he'll probably win by like 26 points. Is approximately what I think he'll win by. I don't think Tristan has the people to score a lot. Like, he does have Jane Daniels, who did well, but I don't think his team is going to. I still think Washington is an up and down team. I think they're going to do well one week and they do bad the next week. Do well. What I mean by that, for fantasy wise, I'm not talking about like winning. I'm talking about them just like, you can guarantee that they're going to give you 20 or 30 points in that game. I don't see the Redskins just doing that consistently throughout the year.
Yes, I'm going to have to go with Dorsey on this one, big time. JP, your team sucks.
Now,
not as bad as Josie, but it does suck.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's the interesting one: Vic versus Tank. Man, this could be an upset special, man. Like,
I mean, last week he beat me.
He beat you, and then he won the week before. Like, he's starting to get his team. His team doesn't look terrible. It's just they weren't doing well. I mean, he's now sitting Hollywood Brown. But, I mean, he had Zay Flowers that was out, Joe Mixon. But his team isn't looking terrible. When you look at Vic, he's relying on McCaffrey to kind of do his thing, Dak to do what he's doing. Xavier Worthy has been a great one. Drake London is doing great. But, I mean, his team is just consistently scoring points. But I do think, like, it can be feast or famine for his team as well. Like, this could be an upset special. I'm not going to call it as a luck type thing. I already got to do that, but I am going to pick honest. I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to go against Commissioner on this, Willie. I just think there is a chance that his team, if they do what they're supposed to do, can do really, really well. Like, he just lost his another tight end, George Kittle, to the IR. But if he throws in, again, Hollywood Brown's been doing great. He's been getting the points, getting catches. If he can get some other pickups, it might be able to cover that. But I do think like it's going to be a lot closer in this, and I am going to pick that this is going to be an upset. I believe that this is an upset in the making. What do you think, based on those teams?
Based on what I'm looking at, I would go with Joe, except that he has Isaiah Davis as a starting running back, and I don't even know who that is. So based on that, I am have to go with Commish. Hate is going to win.
Hate's going to win. We also
Hate's going to win.
We have one of the closer games here so far. Big Al Wallace, Old Dirt Dog versus I Love Culo with Brosov. Matthew Stafford versus Patrick Mahomes. Saquon Barkley versus David Montgomery. We have Waddle versus Deebo Samuel. If you look at these two teams, Willie, DK Metcalf versus Cooper Kupp, Chiefs versus Broncos, Matt Gay versus Jake Elliott. Dude, are their teams, those two teams, almost identical in the players? Like, you could literally shift out any of those players and you would kind of be in the same position. Like, if they swap quarterbacks, they swap running backs, they swap like onesie, twosies, essentially you'd be in the same position, right? even the numbers
Well,
show this. This is 50-50. Like, if you look at it, like,
does.
who do you think when you look at that? Like, in fantasy, would you rather have Stafford or Patrick Mahomes? I don't know. I mean, I have another he's doing well. Who'd you rather, Saquon Barkley, because he's not doing great right now, or David Montgomery, who's been killing it for the Lions, right? I mean, and then Tucker Kraft, or do you want Zach Ertz? They're both doing well. Like, I don't know where you would, like, who do you pick on this game? This is probably the hardest game to pick. This, for me personally.
My lock of the week is on this game.
Oh, shit. Look at you. Who is it?
I'm going to say the streak goes to 2, and I love Kulo. No, he's getting the win. He is my lock of the week.
So Brosov's getting the lock of the week?
Brosov is getting the lock of the
Man.
week.
I'm actually going to go with you too, man. I mean, he has Patrick Mahomes going against the Raiders, but
I think outside Patrick Mahomes, I am going to favor Joe with the rest of the players.
yeah. And it's not like a lot though, right? I'm not saying
No, it's not.
this is not going to be
margin.
like this could be one where it goes down to like the Monday night game. He has David Montgomery for Monday night. You will not know the winner until that game. I mean, he has 2 Monday nighters. You will not know before the end of the Monday. He won't already be winning, and he also has Rasheed Wright. Like, this is going to be the fantasy game to watch. If you are watching a fantasy game, this is like literally you're going to be like, man, it's going to be up, down, and then it's going to be rotating between who is the best, right? It's going to say 49%, 41, 51%. It's going to just keep rotating, I think. Now, the one that is pretty bad here is Thomas 0-6 versus Dane 5-1. I mean, his all of his players are just not. They've had bad issues. I get it, right? He has Daniel Jones as his quarterback, which has been doing great if you really think about it. I mean, but they run the ball with my boy. But Pacheco is sharing it with like 15 other running backs. A.J. Brown is crying that they're winning but not giving them the ball. Jamar Chase doesn't have a true quarterback, right? You have all these individuals that are on his team. I honestly, do you really, be honest, do you think outside of a bye win where everyone on the other team is a bye, do you see Thomas even getting a win over the next maybe 3 to 4 weeks?
Here is my reasoning why Thomas is going to win this week.
Oh, shit.
Achane is going against Cleveland, which is a stout defense.
Yeah.
Smith and Jigma is going against Houston, which is a stout defense. Michael Myers is going to get shut down by the Chiefs. So those 3 players are not going to get 20, and 6. I mean,
yeah.
I think they're probably going to get 5, 5, and 0.
Okay, I like that.
I don't think Michael Myers gets any points this week. He might get a couple of kills.
Yeah.
Just because it's Halloween, but outside of it being October, Michael Myers will get, I'm going to say 0 points. I'm going to put that out there. He gets 0 points.
Okay. In a PPR league, too, like a catch, I mean, he catches 1 ball. He gets a point.
Okay. I'm going to give him
like 2?
1 point based on 1 catch.
For like 5 yards. That's it.
Yeah, and Brock Bowers plays, and yeah, he's definitely getting a 0.
Yeah. Well, man, you know what? That right there, man, if that would have been your lock of the week, I would have been like fucking certainly impressed. But I would tell you, dude, I think you're honestly, gosh, damn, you're talking me onto a ledge there. I don't want to be on. You know what? Gosh, just when you say that, but then Caleb Williams going against New Orleans. Indy going
that's
against
going to be a high
Daniel
score.
Jones only going against the Chargers. The Chargers are strong. So is he really going to get him the points?
But Khalil Mack ain't on that line, so I think Daniel Jones gets a good, a decent points. But really, Achane is not getting anything against Cleveland. I hate to say that, even though we got him.
Yeah.
Achane's not going to score many against Cleveland. Cleveland's defensive line is insane.
So you think it's going to be not Thomas doing well as much as Dane's team doing bad? Is that what you're saying, for the most part?
Yeah, because he's just playing a lot of good defenses.
Okay, yeah. Well,
outside of Chicago playing against New Orleans, which Dane got 3 Chicago players. Dane, that's kind of stupid.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to go with you. God, I don't want to say this, but fuck, Thomas, you are going to have your first win versus Dane. That is awesome. And here's the deal: you brought with facts and statistics. Well, maybe not statistics, but you talked about the defenses, and I bet you've looked at them. They probably do have great defenses. I know Cleveland, their line has been crazy. Their offense is just terrible. So they need to just put in Sanders in there. And here's the deal: I'm not a big fan of like the way that their dad did all their shit, and I think their dad ruined their chances a lot more early on because of how he did things, right? Because they were like, hey, we can't have you bigger than the league, right? They never want that. But I do think that is something that they need is like a Sanders, someone that if you're already going to lose, might as well put someone in there and let them know that they're losing, but you're building for the future. How many quarterbacks became great after their first year or just the first year? Very rare, right? Like even Mahomes was not the first year, right? It was the second year or whatever, but third. But I do think like they need to give him some shot. He's now the backup quarterback, so. All you just need is the main guy to get hurt, and then he's there. So he does have the most talent.
Well, I think
he does have the most talent out of all the quarterbacks.
He has more talent than he does, but Dylan Gabriel is a stud still. He's just small. That's his problem.
Yeah, but being small, only you have Drew Brees, right? There's not very many of those because seeing over those linemen is just harder. I mean, it's arm trajectory. You're having to do shotgun a lot more. I get it, but they need you. Sucks as somebody like me and you, we're not 6 feet tall, right? Not even those guys are 6'5". Throwing the football, like we're barely looking over the linemen. The last one here, Fat Intentions versus Montez. Rico 2-4, Montez 3-3. Rico's been very consistent with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has the ability still. I know people are like, I'm a big Mahomes fan, but Baker's doing an MVP type season still. So he's on as people said, the top of the mountain. He's doing well. Rico has Monse Brown. His running backs could be maybe a little bit better, right? I think, on this one, though.
But he doesn't even have a starting defense, and he's outscoring Tez by 20 points.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, he doesn't have a defense. And I do think, like, he is going – I have Rico winning this. I do have him probably winning this pretty handily. I actually have him probably winning this by 40 points. I still believe when we did the statistics, I think Tez's team is 100% pretenders, and I don't think they will go to the playoffs. They just won't. There's too many better teams out there that are going to score, and I don't think he has the ability to actually score what he needs to in the long haul. That's just – maybe I'm wrong, but the stats don't lie on that area.
If I was going to have another lock of the week, it would definitely be this game.
Yeah. Fat Intentions coming through.
Because Cam Ward as your starting quarterback, terrible.
Yeah.
A bunch of Denver players on your team, terrible. I mean, he just looks.
He was not playing to win. He was playing for his love. Yeah, he tapped out. He has to be with that team. He knows that he's a pretender. When we look at kind of the prediction, I know you're not looking at it. What do you think the probability of show me your TDs is for to going to the playoffs?
I'm going to
percentage
right now. It's probably like 35% chance.
Close, Willie. 32%. 32% right there.
Yeah.
What do you think yours is on playoff percentage? Again, hopefully you haven't looked at it. But what do you think
it's saying? I haven't looked at it at all.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 98%.
90%. So you're in the 90s. It goes Dane at 94, which makes sense. I'd put that probably 97 personally. But you at 90, I'd put you probably like the data, right? But I'd say 93. Me at 82, I think that's fair. Vic at 85. Old Dirt Dog 78. And then you have like the next ones, which is like Dorsey and at 49, and then it just drops off like 39, and then it goes to it goes 18, 13, 12, 6, 3, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams. You have Rico, Tank, Joe C, JP, Brosa, and Sick with it. Like those teams are probably the worst, and I think the top is going to get stronger. Like, this is the SEC versus everybody else. I'm just saying it. Like, they are they have a team, but we're only allowing them to play because they gave money. Like, that's the way I think about this. I don't see anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see the bottom 5 teams in the runnings at all going forward. I like, if I say Tank, Joe, JP, Brosov, and Thomas, I don't see any of them making the playoffs. I just don't. Like, I don't, unless, because even if there's like an injury bug, you're not getting a lot of other injury bugs. And I would tell you, Fat Intention, Show Me Your TDs, even him, Paper Champ, Dorsey, all of them, and they're like, they can make the playoffs, and they're going to be beating up on those other little teams. It's going to be, where am I going to be ranked when we go to the playoffs? That's the way I think about it. But because all you need to do is get in, right? And then you never know what happens. So.
Yes, exactly. Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Yeah. And, yeah. Now it's every given Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday. So yeah, it kind of fucked all that up. Well, cousin. Again, Rico was passed out. I appreciate. I'm eating some lunch here at the landing. I just wanted to again thank you for joining here. I'm glad you didn't. You only was able to say one cuss word because again you are at work and you were able to jump on that.
I am in the office.
Yep. I will be uploading this today. Maybe I need to get a picture of Rico like with red. He's all passed out. Rico's sleeping. So. Rico, hopefully when you wake up, you actually see your text messages. I called you 3 times, so you didn't fucking answer. But, well, all right. Well, I'm going to be heading out to New York. Willie, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll get ready for this coming up week. And let's go Chiefs. Let's beat up the Raiders. The fucking, the Raider Nation is always lower than the Chiefs Kingdom. That's all we know.
And my hate's real. I hate all you guys. All you Raiders fans, I hate you. Damn. I hate you with a passion.
Damn. And Joe C., no matter what, because he didn't fucking let you golf.
Yeah, Joe C., you will never, like I said, you have basically put yourself on the outs with me with that one action.
Damn. It takes a lot for Willie to do that because you're a really forgiving person, so we'll have to see if he can work through that. Well, I appreciate it, cousin, and you have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next week.
Okay, sounds good. You guys have a good one.
Bye.